Before the game, the big talking point was maybe Robbie Brady or Callum Robinson, and what we saw tonight, who's very much front and centre to start on the right-hand side against Denmark on Monday.
Yeah, when you think about it, like, I mean, obviously Robbie Brady starting. I mean, he's gotten very much in the way of football, so obviously Mick has probably had a look and say, look, stick him in there, see how he goes. I don't know whether Robbie has done too much to kind of maybe force his way into the thoughts of Mick McCarthy. He's played the whole game as well, so you'd have to say that he probably won't. Callum Robinson came on and really looked well, took his goal really well, and then all of a sudden looked a really confident player. He was starting to try things, so I don't know what way he's going to go. All I will say is that, you know, what you take out of the game is, can you imagine if we had been beaten tonight? Can you imagine what training would have been like in the morning? Fellas' heads would have been down. You know, and the team that's going to start on Monday, that would have fed into the whole atmosphere, and it would just, you know, I wouldn't say it'd be a toxic atmosphere, but it'd be a negative. What you're going to have now, players coming in the morning, a little bit of banter, feeling good about going into Monday, and that's all we need. That's all we need, is to have everything in as best a preparation as we possibly can, and then the players, whoever's picked on Monday, just got to do the business.
First international starts tonight for Troy Parrott, still just 17 years of age, and also for Jack Byrne in the middle of midfield. Both of them played just over an hour. How would you assess their performances?
I think for Troy, you know, for Troy's point of view, 17 years of age, you know, just getting on the pitch and playing for the senior team was a big thing for him. I like the fact that he's had a little bit of a go at the big centre half, Winston Reid. You know, he's put it up to him a little bit. That tells me a lot about him. He's confident in his own ability. He can stand up to anybody. Not much came his way, but didn't strike a frustrating figure to me. You know, and he looks like he's got a very good attitude about him. So all in all, a positive night for him. Similar for Jack Byrne. I thought he was quite impressive in I'd probably say the first 25 minutes where we were on the front foot until, of course, New Zealand scored, and I think he showed that he's capable of doing something different. And again, I've always felt that Jack, in his current role in the Ireland team, is somebody who can come on 15-20 minutes and just try something when the legs are a little bit tired. Try something different, get on the ball, get turned, you know, make things happen. So I would have thought that he's certainly in Mick McCarthy's thoughts for Monday.
Of all the new players who came in tonight, and there were a lot of players appearing here at this stadium for the first time, the one who arguably stood out more than anybody was actually Leo Connor, a player who probably wouldn't have been here if he wasn't suspended for the under-21s. Right back, has yet to play a senior game of club football, but came in tonight, played a wonderful ball for Callum Robinson's goal, and pretty much didn't put a foot wrong at right back. He's a fascinating prospect if he can make that breakthrough at club level. Yeah,
I'd agree. I mean, I caught my eye quite early on in the game. I just thought his intent, you always know when a good player is that their intentions are always good, always looking to step forward into the game, always wanting to take the ball in front of him. He looks to do things, cuts inside, looks to play one touch, looks to get forward. Very, very similar to the way, you know, Seamus Coleman at his best will play. Not everything went his way in the first half, but once he got a little bit of space in the second half, you can see a tired New Zealand team started to press forward, looking to get forward, starting to get deliveries into the box, and then what a ball he's put in for Callum Robinson. I mean, he's effectively made the mind up for Robinson, played it right into that beautiful 6-yard area, you know, really asking Robinson to go and attack it, which he duly did. And you can see Robbie Brady, the skipper, straight over to Leo Connor to congratulate him. So a great night for him. I'm delighted for him. Hopefully now, as you say, he can get a bit of club football under his belt.
I think everyone genuinely delighted as well for Seanie Maguire to get his first international goal. Started this campaign his first choice away in Gibraltar, but he's just had so many injury problems. Every couple of months seems to have a hamstring problem and misses a run of games, and just never really got into his flow in his career since he moved over to England. But he took his goal brilliantly, 25 yards out, and the power and just the craft to bend it round the keeper as well. And that goal in itself almost seemed to transform him, because the next 10-15 minutes he was almost unstoppable. Do you think he may well end up having a role on Monday night?
Well, it's a nice headache for Mick to have, isn't it, when you think about it? You know, he probably came into this game thinking, you know, I give Sean a run, hasn't played that much, certainly hasn't played that much international football recently. Let's get him back into the fold, get him back into our thoughts. And then all of a sudden he comes up with a goal like that, and you're thinking, well, you know, strikers are at their best when they're confident. You know, when the confidence is really high. We're going to need players like that, Nathan. We really are. So again, he's definitely an option on Monday. Let's see how the game goes, how it fizzles out. You know, the opportunity might present itself that if the player, the likes of a Sean Maguire, might be able to come on and take advantage of, you know, possibly a weakness you might spot in the Danish defence. I don't know, but it's a good headache for Mick to have.